start on our backs, and if you want, you can take a Supta Baddha Konasana, a butterfly pose, letting the insides of the feet come together, let the knees fall out, opening those hips, if you like. It can be intense to start. Maybe supporting with blocks or bolsters. And then beginning our practice, so take this minute to just get settled, getting wiggles out and movements. Let the spine move long. Focus on your inhales and exhales. Try to lengthen your inhales, and then lengthen even more your exhales, using this time to release. Settle down into your practice. You can begin that ujjayi breathing, trying to create that ocean sound. It helps as a reminder when we hear ourselves breathe. It helps us keep that focus. My reading today is short. It's ahimsa, which means nonviolence and compassion. When we harm others, we harm ourselves, and vice versa. Ahimsa, which is the first of the 5 yamas, is the ethical practice of non-hurtfulness towards others and ourselves. It involves the abstaining from intentionally inflicting pain on or killing other creatures in thought, word, or deed. A non-judgmental and forgiving attitude is essential to practicing ahimsa. Ahimsa also implies an attitude that strives to reduce harm. All other ethical observances are meant to be practiced alongside ahimsa. So I think this is so important because it's more obvious that we don't. We're taught to not harm other people, don't lie, cheat, steal. But when do we start using that same compassion towards ourselves? And that's what ahimsa also is. There's a nice mantra that goes with this that you can keep with you throughout class today, maybe even off the mat. It says, I alone am responsible for my thoughts, words, and actions. So taking that responsibility to be compassionate with others and ourselves. And then we'll let movement into the body by letting the knees drop side to side with a windshield wiper action. Release the low back. And then pull the shins up towards your chest. Give yourself a little hug. Wrap the forearms around the shins. You can rock back and forth on that spine. And then keep the left knee in the left armpit. Let the right leg go long. And just continue to pull your knee up into the armpit. Pull as tight as you can, creating space in the hip. And then come to half happy baby. Grab the outside of the left foot, right hand on right hip. Pull that left knee towards the mat. Use the strength of the hand to guide it down. And take your foot in little circles to breathe into different spots. As long as that feels safe on the knee. And then take it to supine figure 4. So left ankle, right knee. We're gonna breathe into the glute a little more, pulling the left shin towards the body. left palm on the inside of your left knee. Track it out a little bit. And then you can get into different angles by kind of rocking the hips side to side. Again, only if that feels comfortable. But it just allows some movement. Find the right angle. Keeping with those long inhales and exhales. And then let the right leg go to the mat. Kick the left heel up to the sky. Grab the back of your leg and gently pull it towards the chest. Breathing into the back of your hamstring, your calf. Getting into the ankle here. So take the foot in circles as well. Try to keep that spine on the mat. You're still laying down nice and tall. And then we're gonna bend that left knee, grab the foot with the right hand, and we're gonna let it fall over to the right, getting into the IT band, letting the hips come to stack on top of each other. Breathe into the spine here, small spinal twist, only take it as far as you can. Breathe into the outside of the left leg. And then slowly come back. Let the left leg go long on the mat. Right knee comes to right armpit. So pull your shin in tight, trying to get the thigh glued to that rib cage, knee into the armpit, opening the hips. And then half happy baby right side. Go ahead and grab the outside of the right foot. Left hand comes to left hip to keep it from lifting. Try to get that right knee towards the mat. And you can take the knee and the foot in circles here, both directions. Supine figure 4. Right ankle, left knee. As you pull your shin towards the chest, make sure you're trying to keep that spine nice and long on the mat. So keep the tailbone from lifting. Keep your chin tucked down. And breathe into that right glute. You can rock side to side. You can place right palm on the inside of the knee, guide it out. Kick the right heel up to the ceiling, left leg goes down to the mat. Grab the back of your right leg, open up the hamstring. Getting into the calf by flexing the toes down to the face. And you can take ankle circles here too. Tuning with those ankles, we got to take care of the things that support us. All right, bend that right knee, grab the inside of the right foot with the left hand. As you kick into the heel to straighten the leg, you'll kind of fall over to the left with the right hip stack on top of the left. Breathe into that IT band. And if you want, add that spinal twist, maybe your right hand cactuses. Being gentle as we're still warming up. All right, come back to center, nice job. We're gonna rock and roll along the spine a few times to warm up those muscles. So grab the back of the thighs. Rock and roll along the spine, tune in. How does it feel today? And then we're gonna come back down to our backs and do eagle arms and eagle legs for some abs. So the right leg will wrap around the left leg, right leg on top, arms go out, and then the right elbow goes under the left elbow. So we're starting with the right side. So this is our crunch position with knees and elbows coming together. Inhale, go as long as you can. So maybe the heels just move down towards the mat. Maybe the heels touch the mat. Reach the hands up. Exhale, crunch. Use your breath, tune into your body. Take this at your own pace. Every time you exhale, your core is pulling really tight, and then you release to that inhale. Breathe into the body, find length. Try to keep those elbows and knees glued together. We'll return to this today. Couple more. Use that breath. Working on opening the legs and the shoulders with this eagle arms and legs. All right, and release. Nice job. Unravel the legs, windshield wiper the knees side to side. Breathe into the hips, let the hands be out wide. Opening the shoulders. All right, let's get into the left side. Noticing that this is also a stretch. So we're also opening the shoulders and the hips here while we're getting that core warm. So left leg wraps around right, left elbow wraps under right elbow. Exhale, crunch knees to elbows. Inhale, find as much length as you can. At your own pace, exhale, crunch. Opening those shoulders the farther you lift the elbows away from the core. When the heels go down to the mat, it's about as far as you can go. Try to keep the spine on the mat to protect the low back. Couple more, keep going. Nice job, and release. Grab the back of the thighs. This time we'll rock up to sitting. You can rock along the spine, flat to the sides. We'll take a couple seated stretches here. So start with the legs nice and wide. Get into that low back. So start with the right side. You're gonna bow forward, take the right forearm over to the right thigh. Open the chest to the side wall. Inhale, get the left fingertips to arch all the way towards the right toes. Breathe into that low back on the left side. Find length in the spine and let gravity help you guide down. Release through center. We'll take it over to the left. Take the left forearm towards the left shin. Chest opens to the side. Inhale the fingertips up and over. Big side body stretch. Feel the ribs expanding. Feel the lung expanding. Getting into the low back. Reaching for those toes. And return to center. Nice job. All right, bring those legs in together. We're gonna rock them all the way up to chair pose this time. So going back, all the way up to standing, toes touch, space between the heels, bend the knees, sweep the hands forward. Immediately tuck that tailbone down to the earth, lower to pull up and in. Hands are up, shoulders relax out of the ears, sink a little lower. Feeling those legs, core is engaged. And exhale, hands twist to the right. First, spinal twist. Get that knee to the outside of the right elbow. Press into the palms. Be gentle with the spine as you gaze over to the right. And inhale to center. Exhale, take it to the left. Prayer hands, spinal twist to the left. Nice and slow, we're still in warm-up mode. Pull the core up and in, gaze goes over to the left. Keep those elbows or the knees glued together. Inhale through center and exhale, forward fold. Let's take ragdoll pose here. Let's let gravity open up the spine, so let the knees be bent, belly hangs out on the thighs. Grab the elbows. Relax the neck, let the head hang heavy. Your ragdoll pose, maybe sway side to side. Keep pulling your belly button up to the spine to hollow out that space. Let the head get a little closer to the feet. Maybe even relate to the balls of your feet a little bit. You can bend the knees one at a time or straighten into the legs one at a time. See what that feels like. And then release the hands. Inhale to a half lift. And exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank pose. Hold plank here. And for a count of 8, we'll go all the way onto our bellies. So warming up those triceps. Keep them nice and close to the body. Going down as slow as you can until your belly meets the mat and your thighs at the same time. Hands under the shoulders. Kick those feet out. Press the feet into the mat. And inhale, cobra pose. Lift with the chest. Exhale, press through the hands. Press back to child's pose. Find length in the spine. Sink the hips down towards the heels. Use that ujjayi breathing. Last breath here. And press up to your tabletop position. Finding that neutral spine, stacked position. Take a couple cat-cow here. Inhale, drop the belly, gaze goes up. Exhale, arch the spine with the head hang heavy. Spine probably feeling a little warmed up already, so really get into these cat-cows. Add some extra movement. Bend the elbows. Exaggerate the movement. Maybe even closing the eyes. Take the hands a little bit further in front of where they are right now and breathe some movement into the hips, taking hip circles. Nice and wide here, both directions. All right, nice job. Bring it back to tabletop. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. We'll tuck those toes and meet in down dog. First down dog of class. So walk the dog, find your sturdy down dog. Make sure we're stable through the hands, spread the fingers wide. Stable through the shoulders by rolling the armpits in to face each other a little bit. Gaze is always back and down dog, either between the knees or in your thighs, or maybe all the way up at that belly button. We'll inhale, lift the heels, come up onto the tippy toes. And then exhale, settle the heels down towards the mat. Couple more. Inhale, come up onto the toes, lift those hips even higher. Exhale, settle the heels down, breathe into the back of the legs. Last one. Inhale up onto the balls of the feet, nice job. Exhale, settle the heels down. Nice job. All right, maybe finding balance, bringing the big toes to the center line of the mat. We'll inhale, right leg high to the sky. Take some hip circles, opening the hip both directions. And then let that leg go back long, three-legged down dog. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, give it a tap. And inhale back to the sky, nice and controlled. Second exhale, knee to the chest. Use your core to lift. Inhale, find length. Third exhale, right knee, right elbow. Tap, maybe you lift it up into the armpit today. Inhale, find length. Fourth exhale, low lunge, bring it down. Plant that foot and drop the left knee. Opening up this hip flexor now, we'll breathe into it. Couple breaths to really settle in the low lunge. So you can stay with hands on the mat or press up into that knee. Make this your low lunge. You should just feel it on the inside of that left hip. Use your breath, relax everything, the shoulders, the jaw, not just that hip. Next, exhale, half split, send the hips back, straighten into that right leg. Probably walk the heel forward a little bit so that your hips stay stacked over the left knee. Pull the toes towards the face, feel that open the calf. Inhale, find length in the spine. And exhale, fold deeper. Last exhale to settle. Try to get a little more relaxed into the stretch. And then as we inhale, come forward through the low lunge. Ground through that right foot. Kick all the way to standing split. Left heel goes high to the sky. Your head drops down towards your foot. Keep the hips square to the mat. Maybe testing your balance, lifting one hand off the mat. And then we're going to settle that left foot back really far down the mat. Plant the hands under the shoulder. Step the right foot back to meet the left. And if you're ready, exhale through your first chaturanga, all the way back to down dog or lowering onto your bellies. And inhale to cobra. Either way, we meet back and down dog. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, release. Setting up for the other side, inhale, left foot high to the sky. Open up that hip, so you bend the knee, take a couple circles. Keeping those shoulders stable here. Square to the mat. Straighten into the left leg, three-legged down dog. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Tap. And then send it right back up, building strength. Second exhale, knee to chest, round the spine. Inhale, the foot goes high. Third exhale, left knee, left elbow, maybe the left armpit. Ooh, nice job. Inhale, lift. Exhale, plant the foot, low lunge. Breathe into that right hip flexor. So sometimes here, like I'll even kind of wobble side to side, getting into just different angles, because you can feel the groin from here, you can feel psoas, the hip flexor. There's so much. So take your low lunge for a few breaths. All right, next exhale, send it back, half split, straight into the left leg. Walk that heel forward. Flex those toes up to the face. Breathe into the hamstring and the calf. Inhale, find length in the spine, lift the crown forward. Exhale, bow over the left leg, get a little deeper. All right, when you inhale, lift the chest, coming forward through low lunge, ground through left foot, kick the right foot high. Standing splits, crown of your head relaxes towards the floor, you don't have to hold up the neck. Turn your right big toe closer to the center line of the mat, so like bringing it more internal. Keep those hips square. Challenging your balance, grabbing the back of the calf. All right, this transition, try to get your right foot really far back on the mat here. Ground through those hands, step the left foot back to meet the right. Chaturanga Vinyasa, or we meet in down dog. One breath per movement to get us back to down dog. And then let's drop the knees and open the shoulders a little more here for puppy pose. So keep the hips stacked over the knees. Walk the hands long. Ground your forehead to the mat. Breathe into the front of those shoulders. If you don't really feel it, come up onto those fingertips. And tuning with that Ujjayi breath. Walk the hands over to the right. You're going to reach through those left fingertips, side body stretch. Sink the weight back into the left hip. Puppy pose with the side body stretch. Hands come through center, over to the left. This time reach through the right fingertips and the weight back into the right hip. All right, we come back through center, tabletop to down dog. Lift those hips, send it back, settle the heels to the earth. Find this sturdy down dog. Maybe the big toes come to the center line of the mat. Touch. And inhale, right leg high to the sky. Exhale, plant the foot, will come up, warrior one. Heel to heel alignment, swing those hands forward. Pull the right hip back into its socket, settle into warrior one legs. Powerful pose, really opening the hips, building strength in the legs. Exhale, hands drop behind, hands or elbows. Open the chest, gaze goes up, keep your hips square to the front of the room. And exhale, humble your warrior. Chest falls to the inside of the right thigh. Relax the head, pull those hands overhead. Keep that deep bend in the front knee. Stable through the back foot. Relax the head, pull the belly button up and in. Hands come forward. Release the hands, pyramid pose, straighten into both legs. You might shorten the stance a little bit, heel to heel alignment. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold over your right leg, pyramid pose. Big stretch here. Relax the forehead down towards the shin. All right, we're gonna come forward back to the standing splits. Kick that left foot high to the sky, grounding through right foot. Test your balance again, maybe lifting one hand off the mat. Nice job. We come up to warrior three. Use that right leg, lift the chest. Hands out, heart center. Grounding through right foot, strong warrior three. Nice job. Lots of work here. And then revolved half moon. Drop the left hand, right hand opens up to the sky. Left leg stays where it was, but the chest opens to the right. Nice job. Maybe it will block under the left hand. And then we lower down to revolve triangle. So your left foot goes back to where it was for pyramid pose. Left hand comes in towards the right foot. Right hand stays twisted. Breathe into that IT band. We're opening the outside of the right leg. Twist the spine. And revolve right hand to the mat. Step your right foot back to meet the left. Take it through your chaturanga vinyasa or skip it. Knee and down dog. One breath per movement. We'll always knee and down dog. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, release. Inhale, left foot high to the sky. Exhale, plant the foot, come up, warrior one. Deep bend in that front knee, heel to heel alignment. The hands go up, but the shoulders relax down the back. Pull this left hip back into its hip socket here. Feel the right side, that groin area, opening up as you settle that knee forward. Exhale, drop the hands, open the chest, lift the gaze. And exhale, forward fold. Humble warrior. So bring those hands overhead. Relax the neck. We try to hold up the head here. Keep that deep bend in the front knee, warrior one leg. Last breath. Release to pyramid pose, straighten into both legs. I always have to readjust my feet here. I'll bring my back foot in, heel to heel alignment, in shorter stance. Inhale, find length in the spine. And exhale, fold over left leg. This is one of those poses where we can actually overstretch the back of our legs. So always being careful and mindful of that. We come forward, standing splits, grounding through that left foot. Keep the right foot high. Lots of balancing on this left foot now. We start with standing splits, test and balance. Use your drishti as we lift to warrior three. So focus on something on the floor, not moving. Bring those hands to heart center. You look like a capital T from the side. Keep the hips square. So if the right toe is open, turn the right toe towards the center line of the mat. Revolved half moon, left hand up, right hand down. Legs stay where they are, but the gaze shifts left. Left hand opens. Maybe there's a block under the right hand or you're on the fingertips. Nice job, revolved triangle. You drop the right foot, bring the right hand in to land wherever you want. It could be outside of left foot, inside of left foot, onside, on top, on the shin. Gaze goes over to the left. Revolved triangle. Exhale, plant that hand, step it back. Take it through your chaturanga vinyasa or skip it, knee down dog. Nice job, one breath per movement. Strong vinyasas. All right, let's inhale, right leg high to the sky, and then exhale, pigeon pose. Bring right knee behind right wrist. Drop that left knee, walk the leg back. We'll inhale, bring the hands in towards the body, lift the chest, bring those hips square to the mat. And then exhale, settle all the way down to your favorite pigeon pose. You can bring forearms to the mat. You can even add a thread the needle here. Breathe into that right glute. Every exhale helps you ground. A little more, release a little more. Roll over to that right hip. As we lift up, we're going to come to full expression of pigeon. Swing the left foot all the way around, start on top of right. Opening up both hips at the same time. So press those hands into the mat, lift the hips. Let them settle back down. Taking your fire log pose. So this could be it, sitting nice and tall. You can begin to bow forward. Does that feel okay? Yeah, I don't really feel it. Say that again? Do you feel it? Or does it just not feel good? It just doesn't feel like maybe it's just extra tight. So it's an okay thing. Yeah, it's not a bad thing. It's just like, okay. If people feel pinching and stuff, that's not the right kind of pain. All right, last little exhale here, release into it. And then we'll lift up, unwrap those legs, come back to down dog. We'll do it on the other side. Take any little movements that feel nice and natural. Stretch the back of the legs. Maybe walk it out a couple times. The same thing other side. Inhale, left foot high to the sky. Exhale, drop the knee behind the wrist. Bring the shin as high up as you can. Walk the right leg back. First wall, walk the hands in, lift the chest. Nice big breath at the top. And exhale, settle down, pigeon pose. Coming down to your forearms or staying lifted. Being mindful of that left knee. Noticing whatever sensations come up on this left side, the hip. All right, last exhale. Press on up as you roll over onto that left hip. You're going to swing the right foot all the way around the step on top of the left. Sweeping other side. Firelog pose, so knees and ankles are stacked. Trying to reduce that space. Starting with nice tall spine. This could be your pose today. Or as you exhale, slowly bow forward. It's a big stretch, both hips at the same time. This used to be my least favorite pose. All right, push on up, unravel those legs, and we will just rock and roll along the spine. We're gonna go up to standing here. So make our way to the front of the mat. You can massage the back a couple times if you want. To get up there, we will meet at the top of our mat. Rounding through both feet, we'll come to our eagle pose. Using those eagle arms and eagle legs from earlier. So we'll start by bringing the hands out to the side. Inhale. Exhale, sweep right arm under left arm. Pull the elbows away from the body. Really trying to open those shoulders. And then we'll ground through left foot. You'll start to either kickstand the right foot or bring it all the way over that left leg. Trying to get the right foot to the back of the left calf. So there's so much going on with this pose. Take it one breath at a time. Everything is internal focus here. Squeezing your arms and legs together as much as you can. Sink the hips lower. Tuck the tailbone down. Pull the ribs in. Pull the elbows up. Sink lower. And release to warrior three with eagle arms. So kick that right leg back, but still have those eagle arms. Pull the elbows away from you to get into that shoulder stretch. Nice job. Revolved half moon one more time. So left hand opens up, right hand goes down to the mat. Opening that chest to the side wall. Nice job. And then we'll go back to pyramid pose again, dropping right foot behind left, heel to heel alignment. Inhale, find lift and lengthen the spine. And exhale, forward fold over left leg. All right, plant the hands. Step it back, take it through your chaturanga vinyasa or skip it, meet in down dog. And then on the bottom of an exhale, look at the space between the hands, walk, step, or hop to the front of your mat. When you get there, inhale, half lift, shine the heart forward. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up to standing, come up with that straight spine. Exhale, hands through heart center, down by the side. Eagle pose, other side. So shifting the weight over to that right foot this time. Inhale, bring the hands out. Exhale, left goes under right. You can do that as many times as you need to get a nice wrap. Pull those elbows away from you. Try to keep that core straight. Sometimes those lower ribs pop out. Bend the knees, sink the weight over to the right foot. Lift that left knee. Wrap the foot around the right calf. Sinking the lower to get that bind. Squeeze everything as tight as you can that you can't even fall over. You're squeezing so tight. Sink those hips. Elbows go up. Core is engaged. Release the left heel to the back of the room. Warrior 3 with eagle arms. Nice job. Using this right leg with strength. Squeeze your glutes here. Release to revolved half moon. Left hand down, right hand up. Nice job. Still grounded through right foot. Pyramid pose. Last pyramid pose. Drop that left heel behind your right. 3 or 4 feet straight into both legs. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold over right leg. Really get into the back of those legs today. All right, press through those hands, step back, take it through your chaturanga vinyasa, skip the knee and down dog. All right, let's inhale, right foot high to the sky. Exhale, plant the foot, warrior 2, open up. Left hand back, right hand forward, deep bend in the front knee. Settle down a little bit more. Goal here is to use these warrior 2 legs to hold on to the next couple poses. So inhale, left hand down, right hand up, open that rib cage, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, extended side angle. Maybe that right knee doesn't even, or elbow doesn't even touch that knee today. Holding that beach ball in front of you. Nice job. And then we'll come to center for wide leg forward fold. Bring those toes into pigeon. Inhale, find length in the spine. And exhale, forward fold. Let the top of the head go towards the mat. You can take any kind of wide-legged forward fold that you like. We'll be here for 5 to 10 breaths. You can come to an inversion. Trying to hollow out the belly in these forward folds. So we're pulling the belly button up to the spine. Trying to get the crown of the head towards the floor. Play around with that balance, moving the weight into the balls of the feet. Eventually those hips come to stack over the shoulders. All right, release release it up, walk back to the front of the mat, framing right foot. We'll flow, so take it through Chaturanga Vinyasa to meet us in down dog. Same thing, other side. When you get there, inhale, left foot high to the side. Exhale, plant the foot, open up, warrior two. Last standing poses, use that strength in the legs. Open up those hips. Keep these warrior two legs. Inhale, reverse warrior. Left hand reaches up, right hand down, wraps around that low back. Keep reaching. Exhale, extended side angle. If you pull that beach ball today, don't let that elbow touch the knee. Using the core. Last breath. And come to your wide-legged forward fold. You can be standing or over already. Either way. Inhale, find length in the spine. And exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Relaxing the head to the ground one last time. Take a different variation of the pose this time. If you want to get into the shoulders, bring the hands together overhead. All right, release on out of that. Drop down to your mat. We're going to come to our bellies and stretch it out. So take any little movements that you need to get down onto your yoga mat on the stomach. We'll get into those shoulders. Take the left hand out to the side, roll over onto that left hip, right hip stacks on top of left. If you can, maybe bend that top knee, plant the foot into the mat behind the left leg. Right hand supports you on the mat, or you can take right hand to right hip. You can reach back and try and grab the left hand. Alright, take it through center, coming out gently. Feel the rebound. Big opener there. And then we'll take it over to the right. Go gentle. It's a longer stretch, so towards the end you want to use those exhales to get a little deeper, whether that's pushing with the left hand into the mat or just tilting the hips a little bit further back. Really a good stretch to pull those shoulders back, open the heart space. Alright, come back to center. And then we'll take it all the way onto our backs. Put those knees up into the chest, give yourself that hug. Wrap the knees for the forearms around the shins, pull the knees up to the face. And today we'll lift the head. Usually we don't lift the head. Today we'll lift the head, bring your forehead towards the knees. Pull yourself into the tightest little ball that you can. Pull on your body, squeeze your core, massaging our organs. And release. We'll take happy baby. Grab the outsides or the insides of the feet. Notice your tummy opening back up. pull those knees towards the mat and take your happy baby. Whether that's rocking side to side or finding stillness, tune into that hip space. Make sure your spine is nice and long. And then bring the knees back to the chest, let them drop over to the right, supine twist, big spinal twist last time in class. So really use gravity to take from your hips to your top of your head. Bring it up as much as you can. Left hip stacks on top of right, cactus your left arm, let the gaze go over to the left. If you have to pick up the head and readjust it, you can breathe into the side of the neck. Imagine the spine getting longer, releasing that which does not serve us. And then take it back to center. Gently let that spine come back to neutral. And then same thing, other side. Pull the knees up towards the chest. Let them fall over to the left. Bring the hips back to the center line of the mat so the right hip stacks directly on top of the left. Maybe you wiggle the shoulder blades up the mat a little bit, finding more length in the spine. All right, come back to center. And then take any last poses. I'll give you guys a minute to get any last movements in today that your body needs. Any last stretches? Yeah, move up against the wall. Get some of that reverse blood flow. Maybe use a block. Any last poses or movements before Shavasana? Give you guys some time. And then settling into stillness as we end our practice today in a bit of a meditation, a way to tune into yourself completely. There's nothing else we need to be focused on. So for the next few minutes, dedicating this time to yourself, your practice, freedom, and bliss. Welcome to Shavasana. Invite movement back into the body by wiggling fingers, toes, warming your body back up. You can flutter the eyes open or keep them closed. Reach the hands overhead like it's the first stretch of the day. And then roll over onto your favorite side, using that arm as a pillow. Returning to ahimsa one last time before we leave our mats. Practicing nonviolence and compassion in every aspect of our lives. Using the mantra, I alone am responsible for my thoughts, words, and actions. And then press yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Sitting cross-legged, hands on the knees, tall through the spine, close the eyes, and bow the head down to the heart. We'll inhale, bring the hands overhead last time. Exhale the thumbs down to your third eye center. We'll drop the head space into the heart space until the two become one. Do your practice and always come. Namaste.